there, gamers. It is your boy, Lex Noel here, alongside with my co-host, Tyler Touchdown. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, well, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it's warming up over here.
Same here, and so this is a brand new episode of the Cosplay Gamers, where we talk about video games and news that we saw that's about video games. So welcome to the show.
Speaking of video game cosplays, I mean, I was in the middle of working on my Delson cosplay from Infamous Second Son. That's why I have the image up there.
Oh, cool. I can see in the background. And guess what? We got a special guest. The last time we heard this awesome lady, it was during the anime versus cartoon debates with Tyler.
Yeah, I still feel dirty about trying to criticize Miyazaki on that debate.
Please welcome back Miss Kayfabe. We missed you, young lady.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Yes, so welcome back. We welcome you back with open arms.
Yes, good to be back.
Yeah, great to have you back, Kay.
Yeah, but yes, as I said, they had a. I was the middleman during the debate, like, which is better, anime or cartoon? So, but I had to make them choose, Roger Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, or Hollywood, or the big one, Chuck Jones or Miyazaki. Like, they were both hurting on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just glad you didn't put all four of the fathers of Looney Tunes on there. That being Chuck Jones, Tex Avery, Bob McKimson, and Friz Freely.
Oh yeah, yep. I was, but I didn't want to make y'all hurt so bad. I was thinking about doing it.
Yeah, I felt dirty after that.
But yeah, so on this new episode, since we saw, well, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw the brand new trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie. And, oh, dear Lord, it looks sick.
Oh boy!
I was like, wow. Oh.
Well, it's supposed to be sick when you think about it.
No, I mean sick in a good way, like how Louise Belcher.
Right.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes. So that got me going. Like, shall we talk about a video game movie adaptations? I was like, okay. So,
all right.
So y'all ready for this? So let me get this out. Let me get this out in the opening. So, who was there when y'all watched the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Me.
But just let y'all know, Danielle likes it. She likes it because you know why? Because she is right. It does have a good soundtrack, but it's hard to track it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, I am a fan of Bob Hoskins.
Me too.
Hoskins, I mean, yeah.
And I'm a big fan of John Leguizamo. Yes, I do love his stand-up.
Yeah, I love his stand-up too. Like, there was Freak. That's
that's my ultimate favorite one of his stand-up.
And there's another one. Sorry if I trigger anybody by saying this, but there was another one he did called Spicorama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of him is called The Pest.
Oh boy, that movie's weird.
No, but you see a very young Ari Spears on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought that was a weird concept where a meteorite crashes on Earth and it actually separates the dinosaurs into a separate dimension of Earth, where you have human-like creatures that actually evolved from dinosaurs instead. Like, I don't know.
And yeah, if you watch the episode of What Happened by Matt McMuscles, he'll tell you about all the behind the scenes stuff that happened during the making of that movie, and I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, and Hoskins actually said it was one of the worst movies he ever did in his life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but John Leguizamo and the lady who played Princess Peach, they had a good time with it. But
Samantha Mathis.
yeah, but Bob Hoskins, like, damn, he ripped that movie to shirt.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing, Kate. At first point, they try to get the late great Harold Ramis to be Mario, but it fell through because yeah. Just imagine Egon Spengler being Mario.
I actually could have seen that. I could have seen that being a reality.
And they try to get none other than yep. Here it is. They try to get what's his name? Oh yeah, Danny DeVito to be Mario.
That was another one I could have saw.
Yeah, they tried to get Michael Keaton to be Bowser, but he was like,
Yeah. Well, and there's another thing that this movie can give credit for. It did introduce us to. It was the first introduction of Luigi's love interest, Daisy, which has become a staple in later games.
Oh yeah, Daisy. Yeah.
I mean, it took over a decade for that to happen.
Yeah. So yeah. And who can forget Wing Commander?
Wing Commander. Oh, boy.
That movie right there.
You want to know what's really sad about that?
What?
That movie was actually directed by the guy who created Wing Commander, Chris Roberts.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh
yeah. I mean, the stuff he did actually translated very well for like Wing Commander 3 and 4. I mean, the guy could direct good live action set pieces, but for gaming, but for theatrical releases, yeah, they should have got somebody else for it.
Yeah, and poor Freddie Prinze Jr.
And poor Matt Lillard.
Oh yeah. Yes, people, Shaggy. Yeah.
Also known as serial killer from Hackers.
Right.
Nobody ever talks about Hackers anymore, and I'm disappointed.
No, Danielle does. She does.
Good for her.
No, because her and her crew, they watch it and laugh at it because, like, that's not how hacking is. Like,
No.
That's not how
No, it isn't. But it's enjoyable to watch still.
Yeah, but her and her friends, they just buzz out laughing. Like,
It is. Yes. It makes me bust out laughing too, but oh well.
Well, yeah. But also, you want to know what made me a little piece of me cringe so bad when I heard that they're making a live action Double Dragon movie. I was up for it because I was a big fan of. I'm still a big fan of Double Dragon, but when I watched it, I'm like,
no.
I'm like, like, why are you running away from these games? They can fight. Why are you doing slapstick stuff on his like?
Yeah, I mean, most of the actors in that I'm not really big fans of. Yeah, you have Alyssa Milano as the silly love interest. You have who was it? A kid from Melrose Place or something, like Scott something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you had Jimmy, who played by another actor I happen to like, Mark Dacascos.
Yeah.
Because shortly before this film, he broke out with a film called Only the Strong, which is kind of a cult classic movie. This film was everybody's introduction to the fighting style capoeira.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like Mark Dacascos.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not like no, Miriam's supposed to be the love interest of Billy or Jimmy and the bad guy.
Yeah, it felt like this was trying to follow Ninja Turtles a little too much. And I'm talking about goofy Ninja Turtles, not the dark stuff we got.
No.
Yeah, and I can't believe they got Robert Patrick to be the bad guy. To me, he looks like a new kid on a block member. I'm like,
Yeah, I know. That was sad to watch. And I like Robert Patrick too.
Oh my goodness.
When they think of making of adapting video games into movies, do they actually get some of the people who actually know these games? No, because that's what seems to bother me. I always have I don't have the deep knowledge and background of like you guys do with who made it and who directed it and who produced it. But I, as a viewer who's watched these, have any of the people who are working on these adaptations, have any of them actually played the game, are aware of the game? Because it always feels to me that every time I watch one of these, I'm like, is this like somebody from another planet that came and they heard about Mortal Kombat or, you know, Super Mario's, and they were just like, oh, let's make a movie about this, you know,
yeah,
and present it to the Earthlings. And I'm just like, but that has nothing to do with,
yeah. And I'm
just curious.
It shows for focus groups,
right? Yeah,
that's what I wanted to know about it.
Yes. Did they actually use focus? Thank you. Did they actually bring gamers in there and say, well, how do you feel about, you know, the world of this, you know, this MMO, or you know, you know, what's the tone? What do you get out of it? You know, let's study the game. Let's read, you know, PC Gamer or some of these other, you know, I don't, that's what I get when I watch these. I'm like, did these people actually, is there anyone, even the custodian who cleaned the set, did they get somebody on this film who actually knew the game?
I think you just summed it up correctly. I mean, yeah, maybe they just saw it from a freaking video game magazine like Electronic Gaming Monthly or something, like going, hey, this is pretty popular, let's go with that. I'm like going, yeah, but why couldn't you get focus groups for it? Why couldn't you get somebody? I mean, know your damn audience for this sort of thing.
There's a whole the whole audience that they're making the movie for could be the focus group. Because then they would be like, well, this is not like this, and why are you putting this person in here, and that's not their motive. I just don't understand it, and that's what bothers me with these video game movies. Are they actual gamers being used in here? You know?
Yeah.
Some of the best adaptations I've seen, and I know it's not a requirement always, and because of, you know, time and space and money and things like that, but some of the best adaptations I've seen, whether it was from a novel or from a comic book, is when they talk to the actors or they interview them on late night TV, and they're like, oh, I actually read this when I was a kid, or it blew my mind when I read it. They actually have an awareness of it. Or the director was like, I used to read this a lot, and I said, when I grow up, I'm going to make this movie. And then you see the movie and you're like, whoa. So this is what I'm saying. Are they actually going to get any of these game, you know, based movies right?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. It boggles my mind. Like just do your homework first. Like, play the game or watch one of your kids or nephews.
Watch Twitch. Watch Discord.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, watch gamers playing the game and then see.
Or go talk to some of the YouTube and Twitch streamers that are normally showcased at South by Southwest or something. Like, go to that conference like that and talk to them.
Yeah.
A lot of the gaming industry, you know, social media influencers, a lot of the people who came up in gaming and now they're known, are they using these people? I would like to start looking through these credits and see, did they consult with any of these people? Did they
Probably not.
Is that too much homework? I don't know. I'm somebody that likes to do my research, so I would hope.
Yeah. No, we hear you. But yeah, we just hope I think they're doing their homework now since it's 2021. I think they're doing their homework now. Yeah, and last year, but ready to cringe more?
Finally?
Yeah. So, Street Fighter, the movie, the game, the movie.
Oh boy. I am going to confess here, I actually went and saw that in theaters when it first came out as a kid.
I saw it on, I think I saw it on HBO because my family couldn't afford the movies back in the day. So.
Yeah, and what's really sad about that, it was Raul Julia's last film before he passed away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died from a heart attack. So.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, yeah. Well, they got the characters right, but they had to change everybody's background on that game on that movie. I'm like,
why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and plus, I mean, I don't know what the heck they were trying to do with Sagat. I mean, no offense to Wes Studi, I really like him, but this guy does not embody Sagat. This is like the toughest Far Eastern Thai boxer you can possibly imagine. I mean, this was the main villain of the original Street Fighter before Bison came into the mix.
Yeah, because over in Thailand, he is the king of Muay Thai. He earned that title because look how tall he is and look how tough.
Well, yeah, and plus, I mean, dude, as tough as Bison was, it was an ass and a half to try and beat Sagat on Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. I had so much damn trouble with that.
His tiger uppercut always gets you.
And the tiger knee. Oh boy.
Yeah, but it did the movie did introduce me to Kylie Minogue. I was like, wow, who was this? Like, wow, what a hottie.
Oh yeah, the girl played. Yeah, she was good. And what else? I mean, okay, I do like some of the other actors, like the actor who played Ryu in it. I mean, I really wish they would have made him the main character for the film, though.
Well, it is. Well, Street Fighter kind of is.
It is his story.
It is his story, yes, and I do like that actor who played him has gone on to other things. I mean, I actually last time I saw him, he was a big corporate scumbag that Steve Carell has a conversation with in The Big Short.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The guy who says to him, "You really are an unbelievable piece of crap." You know that? Well, yeah, and that actor was playing a scumbag in that film, and he did it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I never heard of Sonny Chapel, Grant L. Bush, and Kenya Sawada.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. That was Capcom was trying to get that guy to be Ryu, but his English wasn't that good.
Yeah, I heard about that story. Yeah, Justin Wayne talked about that.
Yeah. But yeah, what I like about that movie is like when Raul Julia's Bison do his monologues. It's awesome. You know?
Well, yeah, because Raul Julia was a great actor. I mean, he could take you could give that guy the dumbest role in the world and he would find a way to make it memorable. So I'll give you that.
Yeah. The day when Bison came to your village. Yeah, it was came to your village was the greatest day of your life. But to me,
it was Tuesday. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That line is pretty memorable. Although, okay, and then they also turned a story where Blanca is basically abused and tortured to the point where he turns into the green monster. That's not how Blanca was created, okay?
Well, they gave poor Blanca so many backstory. Like you don't know which one it is anymore. Like,
yeah, I've lost count. I mean, the one I'm familiar with the most is the one where he crashed in Brazil. He's stuck in the jungle and he had nothing to do. But okay, his diet consists of eels.
Yeah.
Hence why he's got electric powers. I'm like going, hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, it's ridiculous in real life, but it works in the context of that game. So
Yeah, and oh my goodness, like he was an actual beast in Street Fighter 2. So many Street Fighter 2 games out there, but on Street Fighter 4, they made him such a goofball. Like, like yeah, but here it is. The original Mortal Kombat that came out on August 18th, 1985. Yeah, just to let you know, yeah, it was enjoyable. It followed the story, but just we had more characters on there on the good side.
Well, yes, and plus one of the main creators, Ed Boon, he was actually on set the whole time just to make sure, this is what you can do for this is what you can't do for it. I mean, most of the story does pretty much follow the tournament pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the actors, yes, I forgot the actor who plays Liu Kang.
Robin Shue.
Yeah, Robin Shue and Lyndon Ashby. Those guys are amazing.
Lyndon Ashby, he had a good TV career after that, and then you had Bridget Wilson as Sonya. But of course, the showstopper of it is an actor I've always liked, the guy who played Shang Tsung, that being Kerry Tagawa.
Oh my goodness, his time was wasted on the Tekken movie.
Yeah, and I actually like the recent Mortal Kombat games where they actually brought his likeness back and put it on Shane. So I love that they did that for him.
Oh yeah, and his voice too, because he does play old and young Shang Tsung on Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, and I became a fan of that guy due to a film that came out a couple years ago a couple years prior to that called Rising Sun, starring Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery.
Yeah, I know that movie.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one. I mean, you watch that role and then you see, okay, yeah, makes sense why they got him to play Shang.
Yeah. And what I liked about Mortal Kombat, the 95 one, is that my favorite fight through that whole movie was Sub-Zero versus Liu Kang. That was a good fight.
Yeah, well, for me, my favorite fight is Cage versus Scorpion. No, not the big taunting thing he does with that stupid little hook that comes out of his hand. No, I'm talking when they go into another dimension in that little bone graveyard and they just duke it out right there.
Oh,
that's my favorite. Yeah, and
the Nether Realm. That's their version of the Nether Realm.
Oh yeah, that fight. That was my favorite fight in the whole film. I watched that. I actually kept rewinding my the video cassette I rented every single time just to watch that fight alone.
Yeah, because get over here, get down here.
Welcome, boom.
Yeah, but the first introduction of the second introduction of Sub-Zero's down when one of Shang's minions tried to drop kick Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero like
I'm actually surprised they got away with that scene at the time.
I know.
I mean, since they were trying to avoid their best to avoid the R rating, but they actually pushed it quite a bit. I mean, I'm actually. It's cool they got away with that.
Yeah, but Johnny Cage is after they beat up some of Shang's minions, there were a lot more behind them, and then when Raiden stepped in, Johnny Cage just said, "You're lucky he stopped us."
Yeah. And I also have to say this, Christopher Lambert as Raiden, that's kind of a guilty pleasure role for me.
You're a coward sorcerer. Stand and fight.
Yes, I mean, this is basically what happened if Connor McLeod actually got all electric.
Oh, yeah, and...
I mean, just imagine that. He comes out, and Raiden powers, there can be only one.
Or, yeah, well... Here's something for y'all for DLC. I think it's free, but no, it's not free. But you can play as you can play as the skins of 95 Sonya, Johnny Cage, and Chris Lambert's.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, I can't believe they got Christopher Lambert's voice on it too. I was like, wow.
That's actually really cool too.
Yeah, but the sequel.
Oh no. Don't get me started on how stupid the animalities look.
You want to skip that one?
Yeah, it's repulsive. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, but we are fans of this video game series, but the movies, the Resident Evil series movie adaptation. I'm like,
yeah, interesting to note. The live action films with Mila Jovovich, they are directed by the same guy who directed the first MK film.
Yeah,
Paul W.S. Anderson.
And the reason why you see Mila on every Resident Evil movie because they're married. I'm like,
yep. I mean, this is why they call Anderson Mr. I Married My Best Friend. No, I'm serious. That's what they call him.
Oh my goodness.
I got nothing to say about those movies. I'm just like, it's like just every start of the game you see a little skin on her. I'm like, okay, goodbye.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say the first two films. No, they're okay. I mean, well, the very first film, Anderson, he actually decided to use original characters for it. I mean, his statement behind that was, if I just use, look, I do want to make something that's meant for fans of the series. However, if I use characters from the games, people are already going to know what happens. And I'm like, going, okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to the sequel, the idea is movie characters crossing over with the game characters. I mean, I'm like, going, okay, I see where you're going with this by the second one. But then when it gets to the third one, they kind of go Mad Max with it. I'm like, going, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah, and then Resident Evil, Afterlife, 3D, all this, and I'm like, I give up.
Yeah, I gave up. I gave up after the third one. I'm like, going, not interested. I mean, at that point, they were just doing fan service with set pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what do you think about the Lara Croft movies?
Meh.
Yeah, me too.
They're okay.
Yeah. You want to know what you want? Oh, go ahead.
Wait. Okay. So, okay. What's her name again? The one who was in was it Tia Carrera?
No, Angelina Jolie.
No. I'm talking about in the TV series.
Oh yeah, Tia Carrera, the Relic Hunter. Yeah.
Relic Hunter.
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's right.
So there was this. So I was looking forward to the Tomb Raider movies, and at the time, a lot of the community was saying they need to use Tia Carrera, and I was like, yes, I can see that. She's already in Relic Hunter. I can see her when I watch Relic Hunter now. I'm like, yeah, this was supposed to be Lara Croft. This was supposed to be her. And then there was this whole huge controversy where some people were saying yes, and I was on that side. And then there was another side that was saying no, we don't see her as the Tomb Raider. And I'm just like, but she's in Relic Hunter. But not only that, she has the body for it. She has the looks for it. And she's an actual martial artist. It wouldn't have to be an actor that they would have to teach like force feed the martial arts for the next couple of months while they're doing the movie. She actually
Yeah.
She actually knows her stuff. She's an actress.
Yeah, she does.
And so when
another
it
thing
happened,
people-
so when
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
Angelina
wait.
Jolie, whom I love, but when they picked her, I was my head exploded. I was like, no, you know. So that's my little bit of the history of that. I was on the side of let Relic Hunter do it. Don't, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was just my brain melted out of my ears because I was
Oh,
just
boy.
like, no, use somebody who actually, but they just didn't want to. There were people that were like, no, she could never be Laura Croft, and I was like, why not?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you about to say, Tyler?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say another thing is I think they were kind of getting on it because everybody was saying, well, Tia Carrere is Asian. I'm like going, no, she isn't. She's Euro Asian, okay?
Yeah.
That's another thing about it. I mean, her. I think she's got family that was actually from the UK at the time. So
Yeah, but the thing is that Laura Croft, did they ever specify her ethnicity?
no, I mean, this is the thing. You can go full-fledged European or you can go Euro Asian with it. I mean, it works either way.
Yeah. And even if Tia Carrere was, even if she was fully Asian, she still looked more like Laura Croft.
Right.
And there are Asian people that do have European names,
Yes, this is true.
I just didn't understand at the time. Now I know what it is, but at the time I was like, so my mouth dropped when I heard that they would not use her. I was like, she's perfect, because I've seen her in other shows and in other movies, and she's incredible. And then she did Relic Hunter. I was like, oh, this is Laura Croft. This is her.
Yeah.
I had already called it, and then they didn't, and then I was just like, why? I love my other girl, but she doesn't look it or have the, I guess what I'm trying to say is she doesn't have the presence of Laura Croft. She didn't.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a fan, but when you're a fan, you know which of your celebrities can do something and which ones can't pull it off.
Right.
And I didn't think she pulled it off.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? So, yeah. Well, thanks to you. Now I need to find if there's a complete series of the Relic Hunter out there.
Yeah, I'll need to watch it too.
Yeah, I watched some of it back in the day when it came out. Late.
Yeah. Well, watch it again, and then you'll see, like, you'll see so much of what could have been Tomb Raider, because you're like, wait, this looks a lot. And the thing is, I'm not taking credit. It was other people in the nerd community that said this to me, because I wasn't even. I loved her, and then when somebody said Tia Carrere, I was like, yes. And so then they got me on board with that, and I was like, yes. And the more I watched her, and the more I became a fan of hers, I was like, yeah, I can see her as Laura Croft. She's definitely it. She can definitely pull it off. And I think I even saw an interview where they even asked her about it or something like that. But I'm not gonna say it as gospel truth, because I don't remember, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But she would have been. They really, that was such an easy cast idea for that.
Right.
Not unlike Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Super Mario's, which has a large cast of characters. It was her. It was just her, and I feel they dropped the ball on that one.
They really did. They really did.
And oh boy, what did y'all think, Tyler? And I don't know if you heard about this director. Tyler, remember this one director who is such a turd? he directed the Blood Rain movies and Alone in the Dark and Postal.
Oh, ooey ball.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that guy was known to piss a lot of people off because this is something that was going on at the time for filmmakers. See, a lot of filmmakers at the time were actually making their movies in Germany. And the thing is, they kind of do this to avoid a tax break. So if the film flops, they still get rich. And Uwe Ball was not only going with that, he was actually making these films screw up on purpose. And yeah, I mean, and the joke was on us. As much as we kept bashing him, guess what? He still got rich off of these films. I'm like going, motherfucker.
But yeah, but the people got back at him because he tried to get a Kickstarter going and people weren't sending him money. Then he made a video made a video trying to attack us, like, why y'all not giving money? Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, and all the ridiculous stuff. I mean, I remember when I ended up watching like maybe the first half hour of Alone in the Dark. Okay. I actually laughed my ass off when Edward Carmy just levitates a kick flip off the ground. I'm like, oh, bullshit.
or at almost at the end of the movie, they're at a very, very scary place, and then I think it was Donald Sutherland's son. What was his name again?
Keith Sutherland? Oh,
yeah.
Wait, no, was he in that?
Yeah, he was. And guess what he said? He said, I don't think we're supposed to be. No, it was Christian Slater's character that said, I think we're not supposed to be in here. And I'm like, no shit, Sherlock.
So they broke the fourth wall. I love it.
So I said, no shit, Sherlock.
No, when they said that they weren't supposed to be in
yeah, I was like,
they're basically the fourth wall. They're like,
yeah,
we're not supposed to be in this, but hey.
And you want to know what broke my back? My friends dared me to watch House of the Dead.
Oh. Ew, no. Oh God. You poor guy.
The only thing I like from that movie, the only one thing
I should have brought a beer with me for this.
I know. Yeah, I would say the only one thing I like from that is they used the Black Tiger's song called Fury when they do the whole montage of them shooting all the zombies. I'm like, yeah, I like the song, but dear. I think y'all doing this over the top thing, right? I think y'all. Okay.
Yep.
So, and oh my goodness, this movie broke my friend Josh's back. Doom, the movie. He was like,
yeah, that wasn't Doom.
I'm like,
yeah, and as much as I am a fan of Carl Urban, no, that wasn't Doom.
Yeah. I'm like, they made us. Yes, I read the books, but you don't turn evil because of something inside you. Make it. I'm like, what? What?
It was
and they
it was extra. It was.
Yeah, basically they were just basing this off of an alien virus, or they were kind of basing it off of Doom 3, which was really popular at the time. Mm-hmm. But no Gate to Hell this time. I'm like going,
no. What was the point? You have the Hollywood budget.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes. Like, don't patronize us with the first person view mode. I'm like, no, y'all fucked up.
I mean, well, come on. Yeah, I mean, that scene's cool and all, but yeah, you guys fucked up.
Like, and making The Rock act like that. I'm like, Dwayne Johnson, like, sip the fire, motherfucker. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
The only thing that's Doom related was the BFG, and their version of the BFG is not big enough. it's supposed to be big fucking gun because it's actually a big fucking gun.
Well, yeah, I mean, all it does is probably just blow out a wall or something. It acts like an experimental weapon, like you said, but no. This thing is meant to disintegrate everything in sight.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The BFG.
Look, the whole point of that game, and I loved it so much, is that it felt like it was its title, Doom. I felt Doom every time I played that game. And then when I saw the film, I was like, where's the doom? Where is the sense of impending doom? I didn't feel it. It's in the game. You feel it. You know you are going to probably die.
You want to know what they did? They played the third one, and the third one...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt it was so campy and so ridiculous. I was like, is this it? I told you it's the aliens coming from, and you know, you see my sci-fi background here, you know.
Yeah.
It's the aliens coming and they don't understand our culture, our pop culture, and they're like, let's make a film.
Best way I can do it. Yeah, best way I can describe it. I'm just going to quote in the immortal words of Deckard Shadow during his review, which is, anyway, that was Doom. That's not Doom.
I'm so glad you got me. I'm such a fan of his channel. Thank you for telling me about his channel, Tyler.
Oh, his stuff is funny. I mean, God, I'm watching his Sylvester Stallone marathon again. I was up to Tango and Cash again. Yeah. Every time some awesome scene goes, he goes, "Did I mention I love this movie?"
But Tyler, I don't know about you two, Tyler and Kay. I don't know about you two, but I kind of enjoyed the Hitman movie. Timothy Ophelia. I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Timothy Olyphant. Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did. To me, he did a good job as Agent.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of middle of the road. I mean, yes, Timothy Olyphant was a good actor. I'm glad he did a fairly good job as 47. I mean, plus I think this film is the reason why he got casted to be the lead in Deadwood.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was the lead in Deadwood for years.
Yeah. Yeah, but let me tell y'all something. I tried some of the Hitman games. Oh, I could get like 2 or 3 missions done tops, but the rest of them I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Stealth Assassin is a bit of a bitch to play because of how hard it is, and I think the missions and contracts and blood money are a little easier.
Really?
I thought so.
Well, I know people despise Hitman Absolution, but I
never played it, so I wouldn't know.
I enjoyed it. And yes, I did the mission where the over-sexualized nuns with guns was after me. Like, yeah.
Oh,
it was fun. It was fun.
Now it's kind of running back to one of the things from Hitman 2 where you had a crazy priest who cannibalized people.
So. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. Okay, Tyler, what y'all think about Max Payne? What y'all think of Mark Wahlberg's yeah.
Okay, they got the drug tripping thing kind of. It was kind of cool, but I'm like, I don't know.
The whole idea of hallucinating and every that was fine, but I just
didn't care. I mean, this just
I didn't feel anything. Am I cold? I don't know. I guess I felt as numb as the whole setting of that film.
Yeah, I mean, this did not. I mean, the story that's presented in this, I mean, it's more or less based off of the original story, but the execution, I just did not feel anything for these versions of Max Payne and Mona Sachs.
Yeah, and well, yeah. I thought I was losing my. I thought I took some shrooms every time when the hallucination scenes happened. I was like what? just a sidetrack. Yeah, I played the first Max Payne game, and oh my god, that was a long ass game. I was like, when is this game gonna end? But
yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
I've not played that game, but I've heard from friends who have, and I hear that it you have to prepare snacks and meals for the next couple of days.
Yeah, you kind of have.
You gotta have a sleeping bag because it is a long playthrough.
yeah, and to try to get the good ending, I mean the best ending on Max Payne 2, oh my goodness, you gotta play that game on the most hardest difficulty. I'm like,
Oh
nope.
yeah.
Like nope. But Max Payne 3, that was a good game.
Okay, Max Payne 3 actually has the best play style out of all three.
Yeah.
But bar none, hands down.
Yeah,
I mean, Max Payne 3 is the one I had the most fun with.
Yeah, but you want to know what made me like when they showed a picture of Max with a bald head, like, is that Max? And then when I played through the game, I'm like, oh, that's why he shaved his head.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense he would go off the bender like that. It really does. So
yeah, because that one mission on the mission where that one guy found you at a bar and you killed that mob boss's son by accident, like,
oh man. Yeah.
Those missions right there, like,
yeah, and most of this gunplay style was actually some elements were used for Red Dead Redemption 2, so that's another reason I can appreciate that game.
Yeah, I haven't played that game yet. I just told people like, yes, I got it, but I don't have I need to get a very, very big external hard drive for that. I was like, that's a big ass game.
Actually, here's a suggestion I have for you. Just get if you need something like that, just go to the store and get one of these passport drives. Yeah, and plug this in. I mean, that was a solution I did for my old 500 gigabyte PS4. This was before I upgraded to a PS4 Pro with the Trigabyte.
Oh well, send me the link, all right? After this.
Well, you can actually find these. I mean, I think they sell them at Walmart or Target. It's like, I don't know, $45 for one of these, something like that.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, just look up something. Go to the computer section, look up passports. This actually does help if you need to put extra storage in there. I mean, for the longest time, I used my Red Dead 2 stuff for this.
Yeah, but I just
because it's a big ass game. I needed something for it.
Yeah, but yes, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 are amazing, but when I just want to do some arcadey style stuff, I go back to the very original Revolver. Like, that was a fun game.
I got Revolver too. Yes, I love that.
Yeah, and so what y'all think of Legend of Chun-Li?
I can't say. I have not watched that one yet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I heard about it, but
yeah, the guy who played Bison is the same generic bad guy. He played the bad guy from Dwayne Johnson's movie of where he played the sheriff.
Walking Tall?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, I know the actor you're talking about. He was actually one of in Captain America: The First Avengers. He was one of the guys that was working with him all the time.
Yeah.
That is a cool actor too. Sad.
Yeah. Well, since I didn't watch it, if y'all want to hear somebody's review about it, just look up Razor Fist. He did a review.
Oh yeah.
So
okay. Well, here's one for you guys. What do you think of the Silent Hill films?
I can get behind the first one. The first one.
Yeah, me too. I can get behind that one as well. I mean, although
I'm not too much of a horror fan, so yeah.
I mean, I can get behind it, although I did find it weird that they did a gender swap with Harry Mason in this. Well, they turned into a woman called by the name of Liz De Silva or something. And then when it gets to the sequel, her husband actually got the daughter out, and they changed his name, and he goes by the alias Harry Mason. I'm like going, okay, I see where you're going. I see what you're doing here, guys.
My thing is, how did he get the daughter out, knowing that the mother and the child were still?
We never got an explanation for that.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, I mean, this is the thing about the original 4 Silent Hill games. I mean, the less explained, the better.
Yeah, and
because I mean, you explain too much about it, it takes away the mysteries of it. And I think the more mysterious, the more frightening. That's how I am about horror.
Yeah, and okay, so here it is. What y'all think of Tech in the movie? Not the animated movie, but the live action movie.
Oh.
This is Iron Fist, bitch.
Yeah, I enjoyed. Yeah, that's how Tekken is. It's a martial arts tournament, but it just said that that Jin on this version, Jin and Kazuya are not related. I'm like, what? They were father and son.
Yeah, and I do remember that the actor who played Kazuya in this, he was the same actor who played Hanzo Asashi, aka Scorpion, in the web series for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
personally, I think he's better as Hanzo Asashi.
Yeah, and yes, to me, the movie to me is passable because that's what the King of Iron Fist tournament is. It's a fighting tournament, but yeah, every time when you see Jin about to lose a fight, he remembers what his mom taught him. Then I was like, is this going to happen every fight? Yep, it is.
Yep, it is. God, I mean, the anime movie I thought with Kazuya and Jun was much better.
Yeah.
I know that's not saying much.
No.
But the anime adaptation of it, like you see all your favorite characters just standing in the background while Kazuya, Jun, and Heihachi do all the fighting, and the Williams sisters,
and occasionally Lei Wulong gets some action.
Yeah, got bitch slapped.
Yeah.
No, I mean Li Chao
Ling. Yeah. Lei Wulong is the Jackie Chan one.
Yeah, but I like his play style on Tekken 3. I had a lot of fun playing as him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, God. Do you guys ever watch Eric Jacobus?
Who's that?
He's actually a martial artist who's actually trying to prove he can do all the move sets for every Tekken fighter ever. All of them. I mean, so far, he's mastered 21 of them.
Damn.
Yeah, you got to look up his videos. It's freaking impressive. I'm thinking,
yes.
Why couldn't you have hired this guy to be in the live action Tekken film? The guy can do at least 20 different characters' move sets in real life.
Or you could get one of my personal favorite martial artists, Jeff Speedman, The Perfect Weapon.
Oh, yeah. And Street Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jeff Speedman is cool, too.
Or, and the guy who played Kinshiro on the live action Fist of the North Star. Don't worry. Don't worry, Ken. We're going to get to that one day.
Hey, I like Gary Daniels, too. Okay?
Yeah, Gary Daniels is awesome. And yeah, so speaking of fighting game movie adaptations, DOA.
Oh man!
Really wanted that to work. Yeah.
All they did was just like give everybody's favorite female fighters fan service. All the male characters were pushed in the background. I'm like,
yes, and not only that, I really thought they had the right person to play Kasumi, which was Devin Akko. I mean, you would know her as Miho from Sin City.
Mm-hmm.
He was perfect as Kasumi, and they didn't get it right.
No.
Right. And I knew that they was gonna pick Kevin Nash to be Bass,
and Tara Reid to be Tina. I'm like, dear Lord.
And they got that one lady who was on My Name Is Earl on that movie. What's her name?
Oh crap! I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either. But they did. They should have made Ryo Hayabusa. I was looking forward to seeing Ryo Hayabusa on that movie, but look what they did to him. Like,
not Hayabusa. Not Hayabusa.
Yeah, Kay.
Yeah, that is 1,000 Hail Marys for getting Ryo Hayabusa wrong.
Yeah, and get this, Kate. The Chris Sarandon is the villain, and you want to know what was his plan? Is to record all the fighters in his tournament, and he puts on these special glasses that knows all their moves. And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, man.
But this is okay. I'm okay, and I know your listeners are gonna get tired of me saying this, but I'm gonna say it again. Have they not used anyone who actually plays the games? Because the games have especially when the games end up as sequels, there's a lot of weapons, there's a lot of gimmicks, a lot of things used in those sequels. So why, if you are going to have a villain use the MacGuffin, what they would call it in literature, like the Maltese Falcon, if you're gonna have the villain use that, use it from the game, based in the game's world, because the games have so many of these items and these tools that you can. Yes, I'm sorry, I have to agree with you, Lex, on that. I was like, why would they had him do that? And I was like, wait, the game has. Let me tell you something. All of these games have it. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because I'm
gonna add one more thing to it. If this was supposed to be a ridiculous fire game, why wouldn't you go all out and make Tengu the climax fight?
Yeah,
that guy was a pain in DOA 2.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna add this. Like, when I heard that the main bad guy did that, I just wanted to jump in that movie with a baseball bat and just chase the director, like, you moron, you moron, you moron.
There's a reason a lot of games have a boss character, have the final showdown villain. Use that. Even if it is ridiculous, at least it's rooted in the game's universe. Use that. There was nothing of that in the DOA games. I was like, see, this is why God bless you both that you continue to analyze and watch a lot of these, hoping that there's going to be one that's going to be gold. And sometimes some of them are hit and miss. But I had to give up. On some of these movie adaptations of these video games because I was just so sick and tired of them just doing this.
No, we understand with you. We watched them because I think we're masochists. But here it is, okay. Don't get me wrong, Detective Pikachu, it did make a lot of money and it was good.
It's enjoyable, yes. I like Detective Pikachu, and I happen to like the Sonic movie.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Well, because I mean, you at least had people that listened for once.
Yes.
Yeah, but
with the first the character design.
Yeah, that abomination.
Yeah, we will not speak of it again.
I mean, and plus, I mean, well, at least they listened. I mean, yes, they were using a film formula we've seen done to death, but it was good enough. And can we all agree that it was very refreshing for a few months to have some positivity in Sonic fandom?
Yeah, but
we had not had that in a while.
Oh yeah, and also what made me sad is that when they redesigned Sonic, those same people had to close up their shop, and I'm like, damn.
Actually, that's exaggerated. They didn't. They have. That's been exaggerated. I checked into it. They're located in London, San Francisco, and Vancouver. They just had to close the Vancouver branch, and it wasn't just from putting in overtime to redesign the Sonic character. It turns out that same company, they also did the live action effects for live action remakes for Aladdin and The Lion King, and Disney grossly underpaid him for it. So that
yes, I heard about that that scandal where so many of the animators and the storyboarders were doing overtime.
Yes.
And they did because they had to redo the character. But we already know that Disney has a history of, mistreating their people, it's the Disney magic.
Well, yeah, you might as well put out the South Park version of Mickey Mouse. Why aren't you making me money? Ha!
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
No, I just saw this.
What?
June. Next year in June. A Minecraft movie.
Oh boy. How the hell are they going to pull that off? God, and you want to know something else since we were talking about Uwe Ball? You know what? There was a rumor going around that jackass was going to make an Angry Birds film.
Yeah.
How?
Well, if they made the Emoji Movie, come on. What do you expect?
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah,
right?
But so y'all want to make this a part 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yes.
Well, all right. Well, so are y'all free tomorrow? Same time?
Yes, I am.
At what
I'm
time?
free till 6. So.
At 2 p.m. This time at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I'm in.
Are you down, Kay?
Yeah. Let's see.
Or we can reschedule to fit your time.
What would be another?
Just like what Tyler said, we could be available until 6 because that's when you have to go to work at 6 p.m. Central.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not on a 10-hour shift tomorrow, so and today either. So thank God.
Yeah. So what would be good for you? Don't worry, I'm not gonna play the Jeopardy song.
I know, right? Like ding ding.
You almost tempted me, Ed. I swear.
Oh, and I'm still mourning Trebek. So yeah.
You and me both, Kay.
Yeah, all of us are.
I'm still mourning him.
Poor Alex.
Basically, well, it's your show. So what is the best time?
2 or 3 p.m. Central.
Central. On so like tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, let me just add you on. Let me just add you like if I do this. Sorry, people.
Gosh, it's gotten hot in here.
Yeah, at 2 p.m. Tomorrow. It'll be 3 o'clock. But
For me,
for you.
Mm.
But if me and Tyler said 3 o'clock, it'll be 4 o'clock for you. So is 4 o'clock okay with you?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Tyler, what do you think? 3 p.m. for us?
I can do it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right then. So good to have you back with us, Kay. And
yes.
we do enjoy your thoughts about these video games. But yeah.
And you guys keep me educated on this stuff, because some of the stuff you brought up, I was like, wait, I never thought about that before. And your knowledge about who like directed these things and produced them, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I just watched the movie and didn't like it, but didn't think about who,
Yeah.
But,
And just before we go off, yes, they're making a Borderlands live action movie, and they got Jack Black to do the voice of Claptrap.
I heard about that one.
What movie? What movie?
The Borderlands.
Oh, okay.
And I'm surprised they got Kevin Hart on it. I'm like, what? Like, what? Kevin Hart?
Okay. Okay, I'm interested in where they're going with that.
Okay. We'll see, right?
We'll see.
And yeah, and people are still mad for their pick for Nathan Drake for the Uncharted live action movie. They really wanted Nathan Fillion. They really wanted Nathan. Yeah, I see Nathan Fillion.
Who are they going with?
They're going with the latest Peter Parker.
Okay.
Oh, that kid?
Yeah.
Nah, he's too young for Nathan.
Or is it Andrew Garfield or one of them?
No, Andrew Garfield came before.
Yeah, it's the latest Peter Parker. Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's too young for it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's recycled wood.
Yep.
So yes, people, tune in tomorrow where we talk about more of video game adaptations. I mean, video game movie adaptations, because there's a lot more. Because there are some good and there are some ones that make you what me and Tyler have been doing, drink a lot.
Yeah.
So, but until then, this is not a goodbye. It's just to be continued. So, and
like these other sequels.
Oh, darn! I made a sequel. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, tune in for part 2, The Search for More Money.
Or no, tune in for part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Sorry.
I can't.